Hi, I'm Mark Beck.
And I'm Stephanie Thompson.
And I'm Megan Salois. We're here with Remax Glacier Country, coming to you from Sunset Plaza in Kalispell, Montana.
And this is Selling Montana, a podcast about business, entrepreneurship, and real estate in Montana, specifically the Flathead Valley. And we have Kelly Gehrt with us from Elly Jaymes Clothing Company. Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for doing this.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you for doing this. You were kind of a last minute put in here, right? Like you covered someone else's schedule?
No, she's been scheduled for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I misunderstood. Yeah.
So thank you for coming.
So you own a pretty amazing clothing company in South Kalispell, which is awesome because you kind of repurposed that building, right?
Yeah, yes, we did. So we're in the old Leland's Honda, also known as Fast Toys, and we moved in almost about a year and a half ago, actually, and just opened up our in-person retail shopping last November. Before that, we were online for about 6 years.
Wow. Okay. 6 years online. And how did COVID affect your business?
We actually blew up in COVID. So I grew up here in the Flathead Valley, moved away after high school, and we just moved back about 2 years ago, kind of in the middle of COVID, needed to get our kids back in school and just a life going again. So we moved back, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. Obviously, quite a few people moved back during COVID, or just prior to. There was a lot of people moving back to their home. So it's good to have you back. Obviously,
it's pretty crazy too. A lot of people don't know that Kelly started this out of her house originally, and then had to start growing and getting a bigger place. And I cannot believe the size of her warehouse now.
It's about 14,000 square feet, which is great. It houses all of our products that we're able to work with vendors on our own private cuts and, modifications, adjustments, things like that. And Stephanie here is one of our models as well. Yeah. So that's how Stephanie and I met.
Yes. She messaged me on Facebook one time and she was like, I promise I'm not going to throw you in a van and take you over the border, but will you come let me take pictures of you? I'll pay you in clothes.
Yes.
So I've been wearing some very stylish clothes for the last year.
Payment in clothes is perfect. I think a lot of girls would take that.
I would take that any day. And she has cute stuff. Like I have not got one thing that I don't like.
Yeah. Well, and we do everything in small through 3XL, which is really great. So we can offer a wide range to a lot of women. So it's really fun to see even like young teenagers will come in with their moms or their grandmas or their friends. And a lot of times they'll ask us, like, do you have extra small? Like, does this come any smaller? Because, they're not quite old enough yet. But anyways, it's fun to see really all shapes and sizes be able to find something in our store.
Yeah, that is cool. And you mentioned something that I hear often around here is that there's no place to shop around here. Yeah. Like there's no real good retail clothing, and you've created that now.
Yeah, so it's pretty great. We have thousands of styles. We do about 30 new arrivals every single week. So there's always more. There's always something. People will ask us, how often do you put new things out on the floor? And we actually do every single day. We get shipments.
Wow.
So we've got everything from tops, jeans, dresses, shoes, accessories, jewelry, and then we bring in a few little gifts as well.
And you stayed steady through COVID, even though like supply chains that affected you, didn't affect you?
So because we manufacture most everything out of LA, we weren't really left to struggle with the China cargo ships. So our vendors were really, really great to work with. Nice. I mean, the whole economy as a whole, kind of felt a slowdown in some aspects, but online just soared. And so the fact that we were able to get product, we were able to continue making product. We had some vendors, LA put down lockdown orders, and some would just say, what, we're not going home. We're not doing this. And so a lot of them kept sewing and kept working through it, which really helped us. So we were not affected really in any way.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Sorry. Yeah, I was going to say, that's very impressive. Your clothing is not made in China.
No, that's what I was going to say. All of the stuff that she carries is all USA made.
So we'll do a few things overseas. Like, for example, acrylic is really hard to do here in the U.S. And so we'll do a few things, but the difference is we're using really high quality factories and we're cutting things for American women rather than the really small overseas sizes where you've got to size up, 2 or 3, sometimes 4 times to get a good fit. So if we're manufacturing it over in China, then we're using excellent factories and we're cutting it for the American woman.
Wow. Yeah, it's amazing that business is in our community, like our small little Kalispell community. And you're selling nationally or just or globally?
So actually just nationally.
Just nationally for now, right?
Yeah. that's a whole nother.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you want to go down that road.
That ship is probably sailed for now.
Yeah. No. We'll keep it here in the U.S.
Yeah.
You have 150 stores that carry your stuff throughout the U.S.?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. So basically, one day somebody said, how can I sell what you're selling? And I thought, well, that's kind of giving away like the secret to the secret sauce. And so at that point, we realized that we could turn that into another business as well. So 150 stores are able to jump in on our cuts and our manufacturing, are working with the vendors, and we actually warehouse it all in our warehouse, and then we ship direct to their customers as well.
So would you call that's like the wholesale side of your business? You're selling directly to another business storefront. What is the ratio of like your wholesale to your retail? Direct to consumer and direct to business?
Yeah, so they're actually two entirely separate companies. So we keep our wholesale company separate, and then we keep Elly Jaymes here locally. So we've got, of course, a great online presence. We have a closed Facebook group, so women can join that and, comment and not have fear of their husbands or their significant others saying, you're shopping too much. So
that's the fear, you're shopping too much? Wow.
Keep it secret.
We actually used to have some little stickers that would say, don't worry, she won this. And we'd throw it on packages because we'd be sending things out
funny.
Nearly daily.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So anyways, or we have women email in all the time that say, okay, so can you hold my packages for a week because my husband's going to be gone, and then you can ship them. So we have a little doormat on the way into the store that says, please hide packages from husband. So that's retail therapy is a real thing. I think we're probably all guilty of it too. You have a tough day and you need to go.
That's
you
right.
need to go shop, or you buy something online and then it just shows up to your house in a couple of days.
Yeah, and you forgot about it, and it's a nice surprise.
Yes, it's like Christmas for adults all the time.
Totally.
So.
And I love that you can come in or you can comment on the Facebook and say, I'm a local, I'll pick up. Or
Exactly. Yeah. So with our Facebook group, so we do some live sales out of there. We post, just things as they come in. And so women everywhere, local, all over the country, start claiming things. So if you're local and you want to shop, then you just come right down the store and pick it up. We have a local pickup area. And then, of course, we do about 500 online orders a day shipped out of our warehouse.
Wow. Yeah. Any men's clothing in the future?
No, and everybody asks that, but here's the thing. I don't know enough about men's clothing. Women's clothing, I can tell you where we want it to stretch and how we want it to fit and where we want it to hit and what's going to be flattering. Men's, I don't have the slightest clue.
And she is amazing. No joke. She can look at a girl and she's like, I know what size you are in that. And she literally guesses their size, and she's spot on. Yeah. I said what size Selah was when I was looking for jeans originally, and she's like, I can tell by looking at her, she's going to be this size in these pants in this brand. And she was right.
That's a skill.
That's
a
but
skill.
You know what? It transcends past my own thing. I don't have a lot of talents in life. I really feel like I skipped over on, I'm not artsy. I don't paint. I don't
feel
draw.
like that.
You can size people up.
But literally, a woman once in Costco was holding something up, and she turned to her friend and she's like, well, what do you think I would be? And I looked at her, I'm like, you're a medium. And she's like, okay. So literally, it doesn't have to be my own things. I have a hidden talent for sizing people in their clothes.
That's amazing.
Well, and you've obviously used that very well. So
yeah, totally. Well, my favorite is when people go, no, I haven't been that size in forever. And
yeah, no.
Okay, well, I'll give you the size that you think you are, but I'm going to give you the size that you are. And then there's our fitting rooms, and they come back and they're like, I don't know how you knew that.
You just know.
It's my hidden talent.
Yep.
Yeah, and so I can see how that adds to it, you being able to cut things better than the overseas company and just having the mind,
Well, and just quality too. I mean, the fabrics are better. I mean, we've all bought things and you take them home and you wash them and they're done after one wash, or they pill, just all of these things. Yeah. And so we have great reviews and really, really happy customers. So
I have not found better jeans than what you sell, ever.
Jeans are a huge game changer. Yeah.
And they're honestly, I'm just going to say this, but they're Target prices, but I feel better quality and fit better. Yeah. And wash well, everything.
We try to keep, it's amazing how many women come in and they go, oh my gosh, so reasonable. And I'm thinking, where are you shopping? Who's paying this? But it helps people just continually be able to update their wardrobe or see things and treat themselves if it's affordable. So
Yeah. So let's just talk a little bit more about your business. Are you solo entrepreneur? Or are you a partnership or?
No, just solo.
Solo entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay. And you kind of it's almost like a little bit of a Bezos story. You started in your garage. Yeah. What was your next step after garage? Did you have a small warehouse?
So we were living in Oregon at the time, and I ended up with a 6,500 square foot warehouse. So I moved it out of my house into that. And I think back to that time, and it was so crazy because it had no window light. We had some little skylights up in the top, but it was bare bones, just a shell. We had no heat in the winter. Now that I think about it, and
oh my God,
literally you'd get a little bit of light creaking in under the doors, but I mean, it was just a shell of a warehouse, and it was, concrete. There was no way we could have done retail out of it. Nobody would come to us. We were in just the most industrial area. Yeah. But, it was born out of there, and it just continued to grow. And through COVID, I had always wanted to move back to the Flathead after being born and raised here, So it kind of presented the opportunity during COVID to go ahead and move here. So we actually moved in. We went into the Kalispell Center Mall for 6 months. So we signed a lease.
My husband works for UPS, and he would tell me about you before I even knew what it was. He'd be like, there is this clothing store in the mall, and they get so many packages all the time.
Well, we are going to have to talk after this.
That's amazing.
I really hope it's not your husband that I just filed a complaint on today.
No,
it's not.
He doesn't work over there.
No, he's on Idaho Street.
We should be good.
Okay, perfect. No, UPS is wonderful. I feel terrible, honestly, for all the drivers, because some days it's, reasonable, 10 to 20, 50-pound boxes. And other days it takes 2 U-Hauls plus their trucks and trucking in, 100 boxes.
It's insane.
It's a lot of product. And then, we have pickup every day, too, of online orders going back out. So
you're just giving them a lot of business. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So we went in the mall for 6 months, and while we waited for this location to open up, which we knew that it would. And so we made the move.
Yeah. So were you leasing? You were leasing both your spots prior to this.
Yes.
So okay, do you own the Leland's Hansa business, or are you leasing that?
Actually, a family member does.
Okay.
So we lease it.
Lease it. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. It's probably better for your business model, anyways, to have the lease expense.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and to just keep your cash.
Yeah.
Rather than putting it in a building that doesn't get you a return
not
later.
like residential, real
No.
estate.
Yeah, for sure.
And you've been able to expand, because when you started the store's front, you started with a very small corner.
Yes.
And it's now would you say 2,000 square feet?
Probably, roughly. Yeah.
You had to expand fast.
We originally just thought we'd be open one day a month for the locals, and maybe almost just treat it as kind of like a true warehouse sale where people could come in and get great deals and, look forward to the next. And then people through shopping on Facebook and on our website would choose local pickup, and then they'd come in, but they would say, oh, I saw this. Can I see this? Do you have anything else similar like this? I've been really wanting to try your jeans. And so it just got to the point that we couldn't just operate out of, warehouse bins and shipping. We needed to actually open up for everybody.
Storefront. Yeah.
And so doing that, we've exploded. I mean, it's been absolutely incredible. So we kind of thought we'd be open maybe 3 days a week, and then it turned into being open on a Saturday, and then it turned into needing 2 girls on a Saturday, and then it turned into needing 3. Wow. And then this summer we opened up on Sunday, just thinking, if it doesn't work out, we'll shut it back down. But you don't know if you don't try. And how many women love to, go to lunch on Sundays or brunch and then want to go shopping.
Yeah.
Church, lunch, and shopping.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good day.
That's the only day I have time.
I know.
Exactly.
Seriously. Yeah.
So that's been going really well. So we're actually open 7 days a week now from 10 to 3. And people ask if we'll stay open later. But honestly, staffing is an issue as it is everywhere. And so we've got really, really great girls right now. So the 10 to 3 is working well. And if you can't make it on a Monday through Friday, then come see us on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And Best of the Flathead, you're in the lineup, right?
Yeah, which is really amazing.
So cool.
Really humbling. Yeah, we were kind of lumped right up there with Target and Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx. So
you're top 3?
I didn't realize those
3.
big companies could be part. I feel like it should be more small.
But there's no local options. That's literally the only.
It's true.
Besides, there's maybe one other boutique, or I don't know, but literally nothing in Kalispell. There's boutique shops in Big Fork and Whitefish and stuff like that.
And really, it was the
they're not
best
affordable
place for women to shop, which I guess really could be anything. I mean, how many women love, Home Depot? I don't really know. But the point is it wasn't just limited to clothing. So that made it even more amazing to
And you said you didn't like ask for votes or promote it or anything,
no,
right?
And my reasoning behind that was really, you can turn anything into a popularity contest, but I wanted to really know, like, does our community, are they hearing about us? Are they liking us? You know, what is the feedback of that? And so that right there gave me the answer I was looking for.
Yeah, well, you've done a an amazing job. It's never easy to start a business up, and you're relying, and you have 11 employees, you said?
Yeah, roughly 10 or 11.
10 or 11.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, and you're hiring currently?
We actually are not. I filled all my positions. So
that's amazing.
It's great. Yeah, word of mouth.
Half of it is my family. It's fine.
I do have half of Stephanie's family in there. But they're wonderful. And if you have any more wonderful family, I will put them in my back pocket.
Oh my God. This is like sappy or whatever, but I recently lost weight, but Elly Jaymes is the first clothing that I have felt beautiful no matter what size I am.
Oh.
So,
well, I love hearing that. We love having you. So, and I appreciate your friendship. And also just having a store like this and getting to meet people coming in is just, it's been amazing for establishing friendships and making relationships. And we really want everybody who comes in the store just to be loved on, where they walk in and they leave, even if they don't buy anything, but they leave just like a little bit refreshed and just feeling better. And so that's definitely a goal of ours. So.
Yeah, if you're able to create that culture, I mean, there's no wonder that you're so early in the business. You're in Best of Flathead. You're really blowing up, and it's because of that culture that you're creating. Because that's what it requires in a small town like our community here. So, yeah, congratulations to you.
Yeah. Well, and there's lots of good home decor too. Stuff I've been buying stuff. She started getting dishes that have funny sayings on them. I've been getting closing gifts
I've seen
there.
some of all your cute little
just kind of a little gift line.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's really cute stuff.
Okay.
Good teacher gifts too.
I might have to stop in and get some closing gifts. I need to freshen up my ideas. Yep.
She had little keychains in there that I've been giving out that says keys to my dream home.
Oh, cool.
Keys to my happy place.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
fun little things. Yeah, we just brought on little greeting cards, and it's really great because women stand there and they just chuckle, and they're designed by comedians, so they're funny and they're cheeky and they're just different. And people come in and they'll buy like 6, 7, 8 of them at a time, but they just stand there and they laugh. So I mean, even just having fun little things like that, you know, makes it fun for people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like I said, the right culture, the right atmosphere, and totally different than some of the big the box brands, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Anything that you'd like to tell us that's coming up or that we should know? Or
you know, if I had more of my ducks in a row, we'd be doing something for the teachers. I do want to do something probably after school starts that we'll kind of do like a give back to the schools. So we'll probably do a shopping night here coming up. And then if people just let us know what school they'd like a portion of their shopping to go to.
Nice.
So we want to give back just direct, right? So we're going to be working on that. We've gotten permission from a couple of principals to send out some emails about that.
Awesome.
So I was hoping to have that ready in August, but we're so busy, which is amazing and wonderful, but it's already August. So probably September. So we plan to do some fun little events like that coming up.
Okay.
Kind of just give back to the community that way.
Well, yeah, if you're looking for any help from us, we'd love to jump in on philanthropy or give back. So yeah, we're happy to help out.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. Thanks for joining us. If you would, please take a like, subscribe, share this video. We'd love to reach more audience.